Hey Pulso fam, Liz here, your host for In Confianza. As you heard, we just wrapped up season 6 of our show, and with that, we are also closing the chapter on this podcast. Over the last 6 seasons, you all have heard us first on the Pulso Podcast and then on In Confianza share dozens of stories about Latino history, culture, and the personal anecdotes that we have shared as we experience being ourselves in these United States. We are not going far, but what I want to do to say goodbye to this show is also introduce you to the team that has been behind the scenes creating this incredible show for you so that you can keep up with them after we wrap up this show. Charlie, I'll pass it to you.
Hey, Pulso fam. I'm Charlie. I am a producer here at the show, and I started the Pulso podcast with Liz back in 2020. It has been such a wild ride since then. We've made so many amazing episodes and talked to so many incredible people. And I'm just so grateful to have been a part of this project for so long. And going forward, I'll be creating content around alignment, authenticity, creativity, and purpose. You can find me on Instagram at Charlie_alive. And I have a newsletter as well you can find there. Take it, Mark.
I'm Mark Pagan. I first started having any relationship with Pulso, I think about 2, maybe 3 years ago, when I had pitched a story that got greenlit. And I worked very close with Charlie and a few of the other folks, and it was great. And then a year ago, from when we were recording it, Pulso was looking for a supervising producer, and I was very free and very excited to join the team. And it's been really, really meaningful. And this is a great group of people. I'm really just so thrilled that I had the opportunity to work with all of you and do what we did. Anyway, make the work that we did. So I hope we will continue collaborating in the future. I have a dog that is trying to get attention right now. So I will close out by saying you can find me in a few places. I do a lot of work on the intersection of masculinity, race and diasporic identity, and bonding rituals, amongst other things. And so the first place you can find me in that work is, since you're listening to this or watching this, the podcast, whatever podcast directory you use, Other Men Need Help is the name of the show. And we are building it to be something that's more of an online magazine. So you can see the first iterations of that if you go to markpagan.substack.com. Over the next year, we'll be growing that, and we're going to have a community space as well. Excuse me. And then as well on Instagram, either Mark Pagan or Other Men Need Help. Those would be the places. And until we meet again, Pulso fam and Pulso team, that's where you can go and say hello and et cetera, et cetera. I now pass it over to Kat. And there you go, Kat.
Hello, Pulso fam. Senior Content Manager here at Pulso. This has been my first ride with a Pulso podcast in Confianza, and it has been quite a delight. I have to say, I'm really honored to have supported the podcast team, in particular with this last season, with its intimacy, its depth, and its boldness. Where you can find me is working at Pulso. So you can continue following all of our amazing content all throughout all socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, at Project Pulso. We have lots of new video content in particular coming up, and I'm excited to continue this relationship, Pulso fam.
Thank you all for listening over these last 4 years.